Okay. So everyone's set to record. Welcome to this master class on unlocking your pathway to success. My name is Coach Mel. I am a business and mindset coach, and I help entrepreneurs like you overcome your self-doubt to reignite your passion for your business legacy. Because what gets in the way when we're trying to build a business, it's going to be that self-doubt that we can't do that. So I really work on mindset, aligning with your goals, and giving you a strategy plan. So today I really want to focus on 3 areas when it comes to growing your business. And I'm not going to show you any type of presentation. I'm just going to use a whiteboard, and I created some things that we're going to be working on. So what I would love is I want to be more of a collaborative presentation, not masterclass or not presentation. I want to work on real problems, real results, and what you need to hype up your business, to excel in your business, and to elevate your business. So please use the chat box as much as you can. And anyone who gives me any questions, I'm going to answer as much as I can. The other thing is if you are interested in diving deeper into your storyline just for your business, I'm going to give you another additional Zoom session, a 30-minute strategy Zoom session. That link is going to be in your email after our class ends. You'll get a Calendly, and then you can book another free session. And we'll just talk about yours if I wasn't able to answer any questions, because I do want to help women and I want to help you succeed. Okay, so we're going to talk about the first thing. So I'm going to share my whiteboard, and just let me know if you can see this. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm opening the right one, because these whiteboards in here are not very friendly. I did it right. Okay. Can everyone see that? Can everyone see that? Yes, great. Thank you, Kim. So today, this first one we're going to really talk about is creating a niche market. Now, as we run a business, it's really super important that you know exactly who you are serving, whether you're doing service or product business. So niching down is this. Say you're a life coach. We'll use that for instance, and you can use that for the diaper business too. But if you're a life coach, what you're going to do is you're going to want to serve everybody. Okay, that's what our thing as a life coach. I started as a life coach and transitioned to a business coach. When I started as a life coach, I wanted to help everyone on the planet. That did not create any clients coming to me or any customers that will come your way. When you're niching down, you're really promoting your business to a specific audience. So if you are a health coach, a business coach, or something like that, what you really need to do is look at who you want to serve and dumb it down. Now, a lot of people get really freaked out when we talk about that, because they're saying, well, I don't want to niche down. That's going to take away a lot of my clients in the market. And I'm going to tell you, no, it's not. When you start really tuning into who you want to serve, that's intention, that's also energy. And 2, when people see your social media platform and what you're posting, they're going to align you more with looking at a platform and being really confused of who you serve. Do you serve men? Do you serve women? Like who are you really trying to pull in? Okay, so when you're creating your niche market and you're wondering what your perfect avatar client is, this is something that I'm doing with women and men, because I serve all business owners, really having a form of getting deep down of who you are passionate about serving. So if you were to, and I want everyone to do this right now, and not everyone's on the has their camera open. I just want you to close your eyes. And when you see who you're really passionate, whether they're customers, whether they're clients, if you close your eyes and really vision who your perfect client will be, whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, whether they're struggling with something, who would they be? What would they look like? Is who you need to niche down to. So I know a lot of women that are business owners, when they close their eyes, they see, I need to help other women. Or you're going to close your eyes and say, I need to help certain men. You're going to have probably one or the other. You can start with expanding it to both, but if you really want to niche down, if you close your eyes and you see, oh, I see a woman sitting in front of me, handing me, working with me, handing me that payment. That is who you want to niche down to. So as I take a life coach, I would say, what do I see myself helping? I see myself helping women more than men. Maybe that's the route you need to go when you're niching down. So your target audience, when you're doing your social media, and we'll talk about that next, is going to be focused on women, attracting women, and aligning with women, what women's problems are when it comes to life coaching. Even though you're a life coach, and I'm just taking this as a really easy example, when you're a life coach, you can think about what keeps your clients up at night. Is it confidence? Is it their job? Is it their love life? Is it being successful? When you're niching down and you really know how you want to life coach somebody. So as I was a life coach, I wanted to focus on self-doubt. So that's why I transitioned to a business mindset coach that focuses on self-doubt. I want them to be confident. I want them to be successful. I want them to overcome their limiting beliefs. When you start niching down, you're going to know exactly who you serve, and that's going to be more intentional when you are pulling in your clients. Does that make sense to everybody? Because I don't want to be going too fast, but I want to make sure I'm answering all your questions. So one, niching down your market is closing your eyes and saying who specifically, what would they look like, even how old they are. So as you might be an older coach, maybe you want to focus on women in their 40s to 60s. If you're a younger coach, maybe you want to focus on people in their 20s to 30s. That's also niching down. Thanks, Michelle. So really focusing what they would look like and who would they be, okay? Then when you're creating your niche market, then these are only like a few questions. I have like a 20 questionnaire when I work with my clients. What keeps them up at night? Then you're going to know what is their problem. Okay, when I'm visualizing this person, what is their problem? What makes them chaotic? What are they struggling with? What are they stressing about? So even the diaper service, right? I don't have enough diapers. You're visualizing a woman who needs your services because she doesn't have enough diapers. That's what you want to visualize. That's what keeps them up at night. The cost of it as well, of going to the store. You want to give them an easier outlet to have that service versus having to pack up the child, go to the store, and go buy the diapers. It's something that is convenient, and convenience could be something that you're marketing for that service. So what keeps them up at night is going to be their struggle. What are they struggling with right now? Now, the next one for niche is how can you help them solve their problem? So we'll go back to life coaching. How can you help them as a life coach? Well, I can really get them clear on what they're struggling on. I can help them overcome their limiting beliefs by diving into their storyline of where that comes from. And we're going to talk about a little bit later. And then creating a plan for them, giving them the steps, coaching them along of how to get the results that they can achieve. But what you're really going to have to get them over is why do they feel that they can't do that now? Same with service. Why do they feel they have to struggle to get the results? And as a coach, as a service, as a products person, you're going to say, it's not hard. Here, I'm giving you a way to get your problem solved sooner than later. So really, how do you get them those results? And as you create your pitch, here's what I do. So I'm going to do one for live coaching. I'm just going to create one, niching down. So I'm just going to create one here because I want this to be collaborative, like I said. So I am a life coach. I love to help women who are struggling with confidence and maybe it's self-worth. That is what my niche is, okay? Then who is my perfect avatar client? My perfect avatar client is going to be women in their...
Hello.
Go ahead. Does someone have a question? Okay. In their 30s to 40s. Maybe that's it, okay? What keeps them up at night? Too many thoughts, too much on their plate, not knowing how to feel confident. Oh my goodness, my typing skills. And how to accomplish everything. Okay, so maybe that's what keeps them up at night. There's going to be a lot more. It could be money, it could be love, it could be success. How can you help solve their problem and get results? Help understand, help help them understand where their stress and anxiety comes from. And then maybe the next thing is and give them actionable steps to achieve their goals. Okay. So that's kind of like just a 2.5 seconds of maybe that's what a life coach would be doing. It's the same thing for service, niching down. Who do I want to help? What is their age? What do they look like? What really keeps them up at night? And when you do a niche market analysis for yourself, this is going to be 10 times more information to really niche down your market. What do you solve? I'm sure there's going to be more than just this, because then you're really going to know as a coach, as a consultant, as a product owner, what are those results you want to help get your clients. So when you create all of this information, you want to make sure you have a pitch. Now, I want to know in the comments, how many women struggle with a pitch when you're pitching? Because I feel that that is something that I struggle with and a lot of other business owners struggle with too. Really having something that fits in your bio on your social media page that really condenses what you do. Me, I say too much. Okay. All right. So, Michelle, I want you to take yourself off of mute, and I want to use you as an example and maybe give you some help today if you're okay doing that.
All
Hi,
right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Well, and I'm still in the process of creating my business, and I'm actually reading this book that's super helpful, and it breaks down the different concepts of owning a business. But the part that I'm in right now is the marketing part. And everything you're saying is spot on with what that book is teaching me. And so I think I'm still in the process of developing my niche anyway. And so, because between coaching or offering some fitness service, I'm trying to figure it out because I don't want to do all the things,
Okay.
even though that's where my brain defaults.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
that's where I'm at.
tell me in a summary of what you want
Hmm.
to provide people. What would that be? And I'm going to type it out,
Mm.
and then I'm going to give you some pointers of what direction you should go.
Okay, so who I would basically advertise to, is that
Yes,
what you're
yes.
saying? Okay.
Who's going to be really your niche market if you were to think about it right now? Would it be men? Would it be women?
Well, I don't know. Do I have to
You don't have
separate? Oh,
to.
okay.
You don't have to, but you're
Be-
going to know when you create a niche market, you're going
mhm.
to know specifically, yeah, this resonates more with men or more than women, because women in fitness
Mm.
are going to be
Mhm.
different than men in fitness, right? You're
True.
dealing with hormones, you're dealing with other things that happen in the female anatomy and body than it would in
Mhm.
a male. Do you see what I mean? So
Yes.
when you're working with fitness right now, who do you resonate most with right now?
Um, I guess women when it comes to that. So
If
I
you
would
were
say
going to put percentage of like
mhm.
who you imagine your clients being, like what would it be
Oh.
percentage wise women and percentage wise men? What would that percentage be?
Oh, I can definitely see way more women than
Okay.
men. So
Okay.
80/20, I would
Okay.
imagine. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you why this is important. If
Mhm.
you are niching down to only women and
Mhm.
a man started watching your content, he
Mhm.
will reach out to you and say, I know you just work with women, but do you
Mhm.
work with men too? There's going to be somebody that sees your contents might be a referral, but when we niche down,
Mhm.
that's the scary part, right? If
Mhm.
80% is women and 20% is men, let the 20% come if they
Mhm.
start seeing your content, because 80%
Mm.
can be 100% women. Does that make sense? So this is a
Oh.
fear of like, if I don't expand it to men, will it be too small of 80? But well, if women are 80% of your business, there's no
Mhm.
reason you couldn't bump that up to 90 to 95.
I see.
Does that
Okay.
make sense? Because there's
Yeah.
a fear like, I want to help everybody there, but I know that
Yes.
80% is going to be women. So if you focused on marketing just to women right now,
Mhm.
and somebody saw you, because I have that happen all the time, like,
Mhm.
not on my platforms, but one platforms I just coach for women, and I have
Mhm.
men that reach out to me and say, would you take a call from me, guys? And I said,
Mm.
absolutely. So I'm
Mhm.
open to that, but then my main focus is really targeting my market to women, understanding what I'm doing for them. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yes, that
Okay, awesome.
does.
Okay, so tell me, for women, let's just say for women, you don't have to do this. And I
Okay.
would say book a call so we can dive in a little bit more, that free
Yeah.
call. So what I want to do is you tell me what are you really pitching? What are you pitching to help people? What is that?
So, well, with coaching, it would be kind of like an overall vision for themselves, like wellness wise, like what would help support them.
Okay.
I like could only offer the fitness like expertise,
Okay.
but like in my role now at the hospital, I coach around just different areas of well-being, and so that sometimes is it starts off physical, but it can be like financial or social, other dimensions of wellness. But I know that my expertise lies in fitness, but I don't necessarily want, well, I guess I do want to focus on that. But if they want support with like goal setting around other categories, I feel like that would be possible, but
Okay.
definitely have fitness as like a service that I offer,
Okay.
like for
And
sure.
I know you are very much into fitness. I mean, I see your pitch.
Yes.
I see
Yes.
everything you do. So what
Yes.
my suggestion would be is not try to do financial, because here you go.
Okay.
Now you have a niche, and then
That's
you're
true.
going in different markets. So financial coaching, wellness coaching, fitness coaching. I feel fitness and wellness is a really good niche to be in for women.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And maybe that's what you do. Like, you create a pitch off of that. So when it comes to fitness, is it's helping them have a goal plan to have that balance in their life? Or what are you really trying to help them do when you're doing wellness and fitness? Are you trying to give them
Mm-hmm.
a goal plan? Are you trying to help them reach a weight goal? What is it that you're trying to do?
Well, I would say like when it comes to fitness, more so about any type of like physically or physical fitness goal that they're wanting to achieve.
Hmm.
I don't think I want to necessarily dabble into the weight loss because I feel like that would be interesting territory. I don't have an RD, so I know nutrition is a big part of that, but I just want to use the fitness to support them. Um, and just mention like nutrition because that's also important, but not like a huge support
Okay.
on that end.
So that's where you're going to, that is where your, oh, I spelled that wrong. Nutrition. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore it right now because we're so focused on this. So here's where you really need to focus on when you're creating your niche and your pitch is
Mhm.
really, what do you want to help women do? I want them to
Mm,
be, healthy, focus on nutrition, giving them the goals, the steps, what they need to do as far as a fitness plan. I want to say you're going to give them a fitness and wellness plan. So maybe it's like, I help
mhm,
women create a wellness and fitness plan they can feel confident about.
mm, mhm.
I mean, or
Yeah.
something that is, helping them create something that is, easy, or time balancing, or something like that.
Mm,
But I feel that you should probably really concentrate on fitness and wellness. But it
mhm,
has to be where you're saying in your pitch, when, ladies, this is what your pitch needs to be. I help,
mhm,
whatever it is, women, whatever it is, accomplish this. So
mhm.
this is what you're helping them accomplish. Okay. So that's
Yes.
really what your pitch is. So as I have a pitch saying, I help business owners overcome self-doubt to
Mhm,
reignite their passion for their business legacy It also has to be something that's going to roll off your tongue that you feel
Mm-hmm.
confident about. So you'll
Yeah.
always know you are a walking marketing machine. So if you're going to coffee, you're going to the grocery store, you're meeting people, and people ask what you do, you can't
Mm-hmm.
say, well, I help women in fitness and nutrition and wellness. You're going to say, I help
Uh-huh.
this women do this, this, and this. And then
Uh-huh.
what it does, you feel confident about it. And when you
Yeah.
bring that out, women are going to go, how do you do that? And that is when you're going to get people on the discovery call, or people, you give their card out to you. If you're in a products business and you go, here's how I do it, I would love to tell you more. That is how you start a
Mm.
conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. So
Okay.
I think I definitely like, I think the narrowing it down to
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
is something I have to really focus on, because I'm
Yes.
like, the more I think about it, I'm like, okay, just like basically fitness personal training
Yeah.
with like goal setting
Yeah.
incorporated into
There you
that. So
go.
like that's it.
You
So,
just need to start somewhere. So for anyone that's new in business, or in business and your niche is too big, start with
mm-hmm.
a smaller niche. And then what you can do, you can expand that later. You
Mm,
can also
mm-hmm.
offer another program for the financial if you want. But what I wouldn't do is try to put that all in one.
Right.
I mean, do a different type of program, and you can do more than one program. But what I always tell new business owners or
Mm-hmm.
people that are not attracting clients, focus on mastering one niche first, and
Mm-hmm.
then add niches as you feel comfortable and you're getting the momentum of your business.
Okay.
Okay,
That's fair.
awesome. Okay, book your call. I want
Yeah.
to you anyways. Okay,
Yeah.
so does anyone else have any questions about that niche? And this is why I really want to do real time with people. So you guys know, kind of like, instead of me just talking about something, that I'm really, working with you and letting you know that you can accomplish this. It's just really targeting who you want to serve. So let's get into the next one. I'm going to share now social media marketing, which I know is a big one for a lot of you. So let's go into that one. I hope this is the right one. Let's see.
If it is not too late, I would like to ask a question, piggyback question to
Absolutely.
what you were explaining. So, I'm also uh, looking to start a business, but I haven't like uh, figure out. I'm focusing more on household items along with pet. And I'm targeting different groups like women, teens, parents, grandparents.
Mhm.
Those are going to be my targeted audience. And but since I mentioned that it's going to be handpicked items, like which um, curated items, but would you want me to start with one specific niche? Like, I mentioned I want to focus on pet areas as well as like the household items, kitchen items mainly. So, is it better to start with maybe a pet, and once I have a grasp on it, then move into a second item? Because I'm thinking of starting e-business. So, what is the best?
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say book your call, because I feel you can do more than one when it comes to products, but you
Okay,
have to be really strategic on how you're doing it. Does that make sense? So you could
totally.
start like, maybe you start like with your products, you start with pets, and then maybe you
Mhm,
add as you do that, or you
mhm,
do home. It's going to be really who you want to serve first. Do you want to serve people with pets? Because there is a lot of well, I see Carolyn all over the board. I see a lot of I just lost my train of thought. Sorry, Carolyn, that's okay. So it will just depend who you really want to reach first. Who's going to be creating that momentum of your clients? You could do some pets and you could do some household items, but you're going to actually be serving different niches as well. But you're going to say you're just a storefront. So as you're a storefront, you can definitely do, maybe one day you do household items, maybe another day you do pets. However, what you need to do is really have clarity first. So as you're talking with me about all the things you want to do, I've heard a lot of unclarity, and you want to make sure you have clarity first if you're launching anything. Okay. So if you don't really feel confident about launching all of them, then what my suggestion would be is like, let's focus on one and see how you feel about just focusing on the pets. And then maybe you start dabbling into the next month, you start dabbling into the other products. Does that make sense?
Totally. Thank you so much. This is
Yeah.
great.
But book your call, because I'm going to give you a lot of helpful tips just for your specific story. And we're going to talk about how to get steps and clarity for your specific story. And as I'm doing a collective here, there's going to be a lot of questions, but I want to take that time for you guys personally to get the answers that you need. Okay. So I want to ask in the chat box, your social media platform, what, can I close, Carolyn? I don't know what you're doing, Carolyn. Oh, I have Lily too. Okay. This is the first time using a whiteboard. Don't worry about it. I want to tell me in the chat box, what is the social media platform you are using right now? What is the best one that's getting the best results for you, or what are you using? Are you using LinkedIn? Are you using TikTok? Are you using Instagram? Are you using Facebook? What is a platform that you feel that is getting you best results or may get you best results for your business? Go ahead and put it in the chat box. So I can tell you Facebook. Okay, great. I think Facebook for coaches who are doing coaching, Facebook is a really good place to get into the algorithm and to all, not in the algorithm, but to get into the groups that are specifically for your niche. I've only used Facebook and Instagram, but neither are great for me. Jasmine, what kind of business do you have? Massage therapist. Okay. Okay. So I want to say, again, anyone who has questions, book your call, because I feel like Facebook and Instagram are both good ones for you. I think it's going to be your marketing that's not on point. Okay. So that might be even niching down. So when you niche down, ladies, and you really find out what you resolve for your clients, here is where you're going to get your social media marketing. So if you are, let's take a massage therapist. Let's just use you as an example. What do you solve? Do you solve people who are really needing those luxury massages, or you're more focused on the people that have pain and suffering? If it's more of the pain and suffering and how you help them in specific areas, then that might be what you want to concentrate when you're doing your social media marketing. So as you have your niche target market, I help with massage therapy. I do massage therapy for these type of clients that resolve this, and this issue. Then what you have is you have all your social media content. You're going to be using everything that you solve in a social media post. Does that make sense? So if you're a life coach focusing on confidence, all your marketing is going to be like, what is the problems when you don't have confidence? You can't get money, you don't feel successful, you don't know your self-worth, and da 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 da. All of that is content that you could be posting. You could be posting it in a post like Canva, or you could be posting it by doing a video. And I can tell you, if you're more of a coach, the videos are going to be helping out. However, for Jasmine, as a massage therapist, you should be getting on social media too and saying why you love massage therapy and how you love to help your clients. Does that make sense? Does that help you, Jasmine?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I think part of, because you are right, it's my marketing is kind of like whack because I'm just, you know, like I'm just all figuring it out and kind of
Yeah,
floundering around, which is,
yeah.
why I jumped on this call.
Yeah.
Um, but so I think what my problem is that like I kind of have like my idea, like I
Mhm,
definitely focus more on like the wellness side of
mhm,
massage. So it's like
mhm.
people who are, just trying to like maintain wherever they're at or looking for like relaxation and stuff like that or stress relief.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like I know I'm in that like realm of massage, but it's just making the content is where I'm like I just get overwhelmed and I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. And and I've been I can understand where everybody is. I mean, I started my business 4 years ago, and it didn't really start evolving until I did business mentorship, and had a consultant, I had a lot of mentors, and this is why I do what I do today, because I have that empathy for new business owners, being that's where I was before, on how the heck do I align with what I need to do, and how do I attract more clients? And this is why I love being a one-on-one coach, and I don't like group coaching, is because everyone's going to be different and have a different storyline. So for you, what I'm hearing from you is, Jasmine, is you need to focus on that. Focus on the people that maybe have stress and anxiety and really need that monthly tune-up to like come and relax and have that. And then really focus on, how do I focus on that niche market and really get it? But if you focus on stress and anxiety, how many people have stress and anxiety today? You treat yourself to a massage therapist where you can let go of all your stress and anxiety for the week and feel good and motivated and more, more relaxed of taking on whatever needs to be taken on. It could be in a way that you serve that in your pitch. Okay. So
Yeah.
So that's what you need to focus on. But I can help you on that call of really tuning in, like who you need to focus on. And then what are your next steps of making that social media platform? Because a lot of people, especially women business owners, they don't feel confident about putting stuff on social media. And when I started my business and I started doing videos, they were horrific. However, it's also being showing up consistently. So here's my next thing I'm going to talk about. How much content do you need to post weekly? Well, before you can even do posting content weekly, you need to figure out what your niche is to post that content. So if you now know what your niche is and you're really clear of who you serve, now you can post the content. You need to be posting 3 to 5 posts a week. Okay. That's not creating content on the fly. I always say create content the weekend before, and then make sure you have everything ready so you're not being anxiety of trying to get it on, because posting should only take, once you have the content, it only takes you like 10 minutes to post. And if you want to do more than one social media platform, you can do that. What I can tell you is every platform is different. Facebook is different than Instagram. Instagram's different than LinkedIn. LinkedIn is different than TikTok. So when I work with my clients and they say, oh, I love TikTok instead of Facebook, I'm going to teach you how to get in the algorithm of that versus how to get in Facebook. So for example, if you posted 3 times to 5 times a week on Instagram, you're going to use 15 to 20 hashtags that are specific for your niche. If you're going to post on Facebook or LinkedIn, you're going to use 5 hashtags. But I can tell you, in every post, there's 3 things that you need. You need to post the problem, you need to post your solution, and you need to post how they get in touch with you. So even for the diaper service, because I want to be in this, it's not just for coaching and services, products. What do you solve with your diaper business? That's who you're serving. 2, your result or your solution. My service is going to help you do this, this, and this. So you're not wasting time. You're not having to go anywhere. You're just taking care of your baby. And then 3 is how they get in touch with you to learn more information or get a hold of starting your service. If you don't have those 3 things in your content now, that is why you're not creating any momentum in your business. Because if you're not saying how they get a hold of you or to start that discovery call, they're just going to look over your thing and go, oh, it really has to be something that touches that pain point. That is really what we want to focus on. So Jasmine, you're just like, do you feel stressed out? And do you want that just to wither away in like with an hour massage? Here's how we're going to help you. We're going to do these, our massage go from deep tissue to Swedish to whatever it is, whatever those prices or your packages. But you might be doing a package on, maybe you do a post on deep massage. This is what helps when you do a deep massage when it comes to stress and anxiety. Here's how we're going to help you really focus on those pain points and release that tension out of your body. If you're ready to feel good and release that tension, here's how you will book a session or book a massage session. Okay. So weekly content, 3 to 5 when you really get tuned in on your niche. Now, if you're doing 3 to 5 now and you're not really tuned on your niche, we have to remember what we post needs to be intentional. So if you're just putting something on, there's no energy and momentum. And as I'm an energy coach, I also believe in law of attractions. Your intentions will actually manifest back to you. So if you're pushing something out there and you're saying, I probably won't get any likes or views on that. You will manifest that. If your intention is like, I'm putting it out here for the people that need it and that have stress and anxiety, then that is an intention for that post, okay? The next thing I really want to talk about is how to use free resources. So if you want to create a post that is maybe marketing your massage therapy, use a free version of Canva, okay? I'm going to teach you in my courses how you use Canva to create videos, to create reels, to create bulk posts, 20 posts at one time. So you have 20 posts and all you have to do is just push the posts out. And I'm also going to teach you how to use Chat GPT. How many in this class right now is using Chat GPT as a resource? Okay, Kim is. Is anyone else? Is there anybody else that is using Chat GPT in your marketing right now? No? Okay. I'm going to teach you how to use ChatGPT, and it's so easy. If you have a post that, say, for example, we use you, Jasmine, you have a post about stress and anxiety, and it's about getting a massage therapy. You're going to sign up for a free ChatGPT, and you're going to type in the search engine what you want. I am advertising maybe it's a 1 hour massage that really focuses on stress and anxiety. Write me a post that's 100 words using Facebook hashtags and also emojis. It will spit that out in 2.5 seconds. And then you have a post for the day. You're no longer sitting on your typewriter and going, how do I write a post? What do I need to include? All this stuff. And you could say, this post must include the problem, the solution, and how to get a hold of me. And then the how to get a hold of you will be go to the link in my bio or go to this link to book a session or a call or a service. So if you're not using Chat GPT right now, and I used to struggle on really starting that, I was like, I don't want someone else to write me, but I can tell you as a business owner who does my own marketing, I don't pay for ads or anything to get my clients. I use that just to help me get a quicker solution when it comes to marketing. And most of the time, if I type something, I said, please rewrite this, and I copy and paste, and it makes it sound 10 times better. The only thing about Chat GPT that you need to be mindful of is some of the words will not seem like they come from you, and you will have to tweak it a little bit. So you can copy and paste it into a Word document or copy and paste it into an email draft if you do a lot of marketing on your phone. Okay, does that make sense for everybody? If you don't have the free version of canva.com or chatgpt.com right now, please go ahead and download them. And I can show you even on our free discovery call that how to use those and make your life more convenient, okay? Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to save time here. That's what I kind of went over in the three things that need to be a post: the problem, your solution, and how to get a hold of you. Now, if you're using some things, for example, to get into the algorithm now, I'm going to tell you, for example, and I'm going to say what you need to do on Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to take those two things, and it kind of applies to LinkedIn too. Facebook, to get into the algorithm, you need, and Instagram, you need to start liking. Do you advertise art as how do you advertise art as an emerging artist? Ooh, I would want to say you would be posting about your art. But I want to say your art is also going to be niched out, because as an artist, there's a specific aesthetic that you love. Now you need to resonate with that audience that resonates with your artwork, the mentality of it, how it makes you feel, the colors of it. You know, maybe you have very bright colors and you're looking for people that love bold things. So then you would just be marketing to people that would love, love something that like brings out that boldness in them. There's different ways, Lily. Again, when you get that, the email at the end of the class, book a call and I'll go over with you so we could talk about what kind of art you have and how you really can align with your clients to advertise that. Also, advertising is really using resources. Are you tapping into the resources of your local artist things or artist, events? So not just advertising. When I work with people in mindset, I'm going to expand your mindset on thinking and dabbling in things that are not in your comfort zone. Because if you want to really grow a business, everything that you want is outside of your comfort zone. So I'm going to help you expand the mindset of, wow, I never thought about growing my business that way. And that's really how you're going to heighten it. So as we're in our comfort safety zone, like, here's what I know and I feel safe here, this is not going to grow your business, this bubble. Everything is going to be outside. Okay, so I'm definitely going to help you, Lily. There are specific ways to do that, and there are little things that you can tap into, resources that you're probably not thinking about right now. Okay, so easy ways to get in the algorithm. One, you're going to need followers, and two, you're going to have to like people's stuff. So for example, if you have someone that, I'm going to use Instagram because this is one I was taught when I was in business. First, you're going to make sure that your bio says what you do. Okay. Second, you're going to post a post. To be in the algorithm, you have to have followers. So what do you want to do? You want to dabble in hashtags. So for example, if you're looking for people that love life coaching, you're going to go to Instagram and you're going to go into the search box and you're going to look for hashtags for life coaching. You're going to look for the life coaches that have the most followers. You're going to go into that person's profile and start adding people. Like for Instagram, I started adding like 10 to 50, 20 a day, but that's not really my master profile that I use. But if you really want to get into the algorithm of Instagram, you have to start adding people. For you, Lily, you could go to artist pages or you can look for artists and you can start adding artists. You never know. You can align with an artist that really wants to help you out as well. Do you see what I mean? So you need to start adding followers. If people follow you and they fit into your niche, follow them back. So for you, Michelle, it's like people in the wellness industry. Okay. So with the wellness industry, you want to start looking for a wellness industry or fitness and start adding people that look like they would be your avatar client. For the diaper service, you're going to want to be in that mommy group or look up moms or whatever it is. Start adding people to follow you. But I think for Facebook, that's probably yours. Go into those groups of moms and start focusing on those groups of moms and start adding those friends. If you're going to do that in Facebook or Instagram, again, you got to make sure your page, and I would say personal page, is telling people what exactly you do. Because I use my Facebook page, my personal, as my business page. My business page is on there, but nobody ever signs with me on that. They go to my personal page and I niche out all my content about my business, even the personal stuff. If I go out with my girlfriends, self-appreciation, rewarding yourself at the end of the week is great mindset. I put that in my post so everyone knows I'm consistently of what I do and who I serve. Okay. But I also like other posts. So if I see a positive post, I'm going to like it. I'm going to like it because anyone that you like gets into your algorithm. So you want to have a goal of liking 5 to 10 posts a day to get into the algorithm. But you're also going to have to add followers for them to follow you. That's how you're going to get your leads. That's how you're going to, to get people to follow you as well. Does that part make sense? It's really complicated of the algorithm, but again, it's going to be specific for your business of who you want to follow you. Okay. If you want people to follow you, you have to make sure your Facebook profiles are public. This is why if you have a personal Facebook page and you don't want to show your kids or anything like that, you might have to just restructure the way you do your page. Okay. You can also have a business page, but I can tell you if you use a business page in the groups, you're not going to get momentum like you did if you're using a personal page. And who wants to creep? Everybody. Everybody wants to know what you do. So if someone was pitching something to me about helping me in my coaching business and they had a page that said nothing about it, there's no way I'm going to be sending them an email or responding back to them. I would probably respond to an email and say, hi, I see that you're trying to pitch to me, but there's nothing about your business that tells me that I can trust you and what your niche is. Okay. Hashtags again. Hashtags, you want to make sure for what different platform. Again, Instagram, you can put up to 30, but I think 30 is too much. I would say between 15 and 20. But then you're going to ask ChatGPT, what are the top 15 hashtags for Instagram for this niche, for my niche? Let it do the work for you. And then all you're doing is copying and pasting. Okay. Hashtags in Facebook again, and in LinkedIn, only 5 hashtags, lady. You can only put 5 in there to really get in the algorithm. More than that, it's really not going to help you out. Okay, so don't copy and paste. If you're posting to Facebook and Instagram, here's what I do. When I create a post, I create it in ChatGPT and I put it in a Word document, and I have whatever I need, and I'm ready to copy with my content. I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to put it in Facebook first. Then I'm going to copy my description I put in Facebook, and I'm going to post it to LinkedIn with the same post. And then what I do last Instagram. I post it, and then I add more hashtags into Instagram. Remember, it's harder to paste anything from Instagram. You can't copy and paste anything from Instagram. I do that as my last one. But that's because I'm at a point where I can have 3 platforms and not have to be stressed out about it. So you will get into a rhythm of how you do your marketing that is stress-free, or you can use some different programs to do it for you. But if you're trying to just start out, you're going to want to learn how to do it yourself. Okay. When you start doing your analytics and you get momentum, you're going to start tracking your analytics. And these platforms have analytics for you, so you can see when people are viewing it, the best time to post, how many are women versus men. So you can find out, oh, I'm starting to get more women, or maybe I'm starting to get more men. Michelle, at that point, if you get more men, maybe you do a post of like, you know what, I focus on women, but I'm really good. I really want to help focus on men too. So if you want to learn more about it, DM me and we can get on a call. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about? I know I'm going fast through this, but does that kind of help people understand what your social media marketing needs to be? Okay. And again, everything is going to be specifically for you. It's going to be different for everyone. Okay. Social media for organic lead generation. What I would say for coaches, make sure you're in groups so you can start commenting and promoting your business. You know, Lily, there might be an art group in there. Yes, thank you. Awesome, Jasmine. Definitely look at that. If you are in groups, there's a group for everything on social media. Okay. I would say Instagram, it's really tough to get, there's no groups on there. But if you're really looking for fitness groups, mommy groups, massage therapists, or stress anxiety groups that people need help, you can easily promote your business in there. If you're a life coach, go to the life coaching networks. Okay. When you start getting likes and comments, that is when you're going to do organic lead generation. I'm not really going to get into that now. Maybe I'll do another free masterclass about that. But organic lead generation is this. When people like your post and comment your post, that is one hot lead. That is somebody that you should be contacting in your DMs, even just to thank them for liking your post or asking them, what did you love about this post? What you cannot be doing in organic lead generation is going, hi, I'm a life coach. Do you need help? And spam them. You need to have organic conversations. Hi, how are you? Thanks for liking my post. And then you just see, or you just say, hi, how are you? And then you see if they comment back. You can also add those people and message them and just leave it. People that creep on your page and see what you do and are interested will always contact you back. I'm doing great, thanks. What you don't want to do with those leads is you don't want to leave them till tomorrow because you think you have time, because that will stop the momentum of that person being in your energy. You want to be very resourceful of getting back to them as soon as possible. So a conversation could be like this. Hi, how are you? And they go, I'm doing great. How are you? And then you're going to say, great. I saw that you liked my post today. What did you love about it? And they're going to say, oh, I just love it because you're a life coach. Great. And then you're going to talk about, you know, what do you love about life coach? And they're going to say, well, I love it because you really help people do that. And then you're going to say, are you struggling? Do you have a challenge? And then once you really get good about this and they say yes, and a lot of people will literally tell you their life story on a message. I'm struggling with this, and you're going to say, I'd love to see if I can help you out. Here is a link to my calendar if you're interested, or just you ask them first. Are you interested on just a call just to kind of see where you are and see if I can give you any helpful tips? More than likely, anyone struggling will not say no to that. They'll say yes. And then what you do, great. Let me send you the link to my calendar. You should also have a calendar. If you're a coach, you should have Calendly or something like that. If they can't, if they don't, you don't hear back from them, that is when you're going to, a couple days later, you're going to revisit those emails. So there's a whole thing about lead generation that you need, but you can start those conversations and start the momentum of practicing how you're socializing with your followers, okay? Because if you leave a conversation that's good, they're going to tell their friends are going to start following you, and then you have more momentum of potential clients, okay? But if you are in groups, I want to say for all of you, Facebook groups are money makers, okay? I get a lot of my clients out of the Facebook groups, and there is something for everyone. I help someone in the insurance industry, there's insurance on there. Helping people in the real estate industry, there's real estate in there. So if you have a products, Azuna, at some point you're going to want to get in groups for others that sell products, or pet groups. You're going to do about pet products, go into the pet groups. It's going to be everything for your niche, okay? Ooh, our time is going by so super fast. Okay, does anyone have any questions on what I just covered as far as social media? Social media is just being clear about what your niche is and being consistent, okay? So when you work with me on social media, it's going to be all of this and more of planning, pre-planning, what's the best things that you need to do for your niche and how to push it out. So what you're not doing is stressing out for the week of like, oh my gosh, what content do I have? You're already going to have it pre-planned. So if you're doing another job and you're doing this part-time, I did that at the beginning. I was working in a six-figure corporate job for 23 years full-time, then doing my coaching business part-time and doing my marketing. I had to really strategize on how I was going to make it work for me. And that's the most important thing. You need to create a plan for you that you feel inner peace with. Do not create a plan that is going to just stress you out. You're going to already be a little stressed out as a business owner starting out. You have to create baby steps, because baby steps with intention will get you momentum of clients. It won't be like running yourself ragged and then you have that horrible energy and then you push it out. You're like pushing out chaotic energy. That's also deterring the people from coming towards you. Okay. As an energy psychologist, everyone needs to balance out their energy. And that's also the momentum of manifestation. You can achieve everything that you want, but this is what I'm going to talk about now. Your self-beliefs are going to be your block. Okay. So as a mindset coach, what's the biggest part of your business? It's not going to be social media. It's not going to be your niche market. It's going to be how you feel about your business and your limiting beliefs. Okay. So what are the 3 steps to create a successful business? Clarity on your goals, which includes your niche. Clarity of what you want. I want a successful business. How am I going to get this? Here are the goals I'm going to put into place. I'm going to create this. I'm going to create this. I'm going to create this and this. The second one is overcoming your self-doubt. No problem. Thank you, Michelle. See you on a call. Overcoming your self-doubt and aligning with your vision. So if you cannot align with your vision and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not going to get clients, I'm not going to get a sale, I'm not going to get customers, I'm not going to get that, that is exactly what will happen in your business. You have to believe that your business will be successful. You have to believe you are the person that they come to solve a specific problem. Okay. So if you have self-doubt, and I'm going to tell you where that comes from, then we have a major issue, because your belief system is 90% of your business. Okay. You can tell me less, but I can tell you, working with business owners and multi-business owners, if your belief system is not good, then there's no reason for you to even do the marketing or anything like that, because everything you're pushing out is self-doubt. The third step is creating a strategy plan that makes you feel confident. Do you feel good about what you're doing? Do you feel good about your niche? Do you feel confident? Do you feel good about what you're putting out to the world? Do you feel good about feeling confident in your business? How do I create that strategy plan to create that momentum of that confidence being put out to the world? Okay. That is when you have to get real in the mirror. You have to say, am I feeling confident about my business? Recognizing your self-doubts. And I'm going to tell you where self-doubts come from. Your right side of your brain is it's not your brain. Your right side of your mindset is your conscious state. It's only functioning 5% of the time. I would like to create a successful business. Maybe that's your idea. That's your thought for the day. That thought comes with no energy, positive or negative. It's just a thought. Your subconscious mindset is your left side of the brain. It's the good, the bad, the ugly that's been running 95% of the time. And that side of the brain is made of whatever you were conditioned to feel 0 to 10 years old. That's it. Your money, success, and love beliefs come from 0 to 10 years old, and you will manifest the same things. It's like the ancestral cycle that shows up in your business, your success, and love life today. Okay. So I want to focus on, we're going to focus on money today because I know we're going to be short on time. I'll probably be a little over 10 a.m. my time. So it's almost 10. Please stay if you can stay, because this is going to be super important for you to understand. Recognizing your self-doubts. I'm going to focus on money because money is what business owners focus on. One thing of money that you cannot focus on is, here's my business. How do I make money? That is a wrong way of looking at how to make money. It has to be this. Here's my business. Here's who I serve, what I serve, how I serve. This is a money maker right now. And then you are rewarded for helping that service. So from A to C, the money, you're not going to get any clients. You're not going to get customers. If you go A to B, I'm really focused on helping these people create the abundance, because why? Your passion equals abundance. Your passion doesn't equal just abundance in money. It creates abundance in clients. It creates abundance in feeling good. So if you're focused on, let's just take money. I'm going to take that as a thought. I need to make money. That's the thought. That's just a conscious state. Now let's go through the database of money. What has money always meant to you? If you were in your childhood looking at money as watching your parents struggle for money, your parents saying money doesn't grow on trees, money was scarce, someone had to work 2 or 3 jobs, you are going to have the same money. I want to make money. Going through the database, do you want to feel good or negative about money? Money doesn't make me feel good. Money is hard to get. I feel like I always have to chase money. Those are your limiting beliefs from whoever told you that in your childhood. The momentum of thoughts and limiting beliefs you have today, whether it's money, success, personal goals, is based on whoever you learned that from. It's going to be parents, it's going to be teachers, maybe bullies in school. It's going to be whoever offended you, not giving you positive thoughts, will be where you get your limiting beliefs. That is not you. That is just part of your childhood and your subconscious mindset. That's where it comes from. So when you think about money, for example, when I started my business, my dad was there. My dad said, you need a 401k, you need to be in a corporate job, and you need to work really hard. Well, when I left the 6 figures to make 6 figures in my business, I could not have his mindset, because I would be running back to my corporate job after I quit and I wasn't making money right away. I believed that serving people, my passion was going to equal abundance. And as soon as I started to mentally fixate on that, my passion of serving equals abundance, then I booked my first 6 figures in my business without the 401k, without the health benefits, all of that stuff. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. So your self-doubts of who you are today is really not your authentic self. It's all the storylines that you learned in your childhood that you create as your reality today. It's like the ancestral cycle that goes on and on and on. Your parents struggling in money, they learned that from somewhere. Their parents before that learned that from somewhere. So what they need to do is they need to pass that along, because that belief system is what they think their reality is. It's not your reality. I'm just letting you know. If you're fearing confidence, if you're fearing money, if you're fearing the success of your business, it's because somebody, that little voice of doubt from someone else, what you taught, what you learned, is resonating in that mindset of yours, and that's all you know. So that's why you can't create a successful business. So if someone wasn't successful in work before, you're going to have a hard time seeing yourself being successful in your business as well. Okay. So that's really what you have to overcome, is be intentional about how you want to run your business. When I work with my clients, I'm going to find all the 5 to 10 storylines that are stuck in your head when it comes to success, personal goals, your confidence. I'm going to find out where those storylines come from. Then I'm going to help you release those storylines and keep them in the past. When you can keep them in the past, then you're creating an authentic new storyline that's abundance, that's easy, that's stress-free, that gives you that inner peace. But if you keep on listening to the limiting beliefs, and you'll know when you wake up and you feel negative about something, it is not a conscious state. You are now going through the database of like, how do I feel? Your subconscious state doesn't know right from wrong. Your subconscious states know how you feel. So if you feel negative, here's your negative thought for the day. So a lot of people say, I woke up stressed. No, you didn't. You woke up and then you decided to give energy to the stressful part of your mindset. And now you feel stressed in your body. Does that make sense to everybody? So that's really what you need to do, accomplish, is cultivating a winning business mindset. When you can cultivate a winning business mindset and you align with your goals, you align with your vision, now you can put this strategy into place. I feel good about my business all around. Now I can be consistent. Now I can believe that my clients, my customers are coming, and I'm just going to allow it. So part of law of attraction is this: surrendering the need to have it and just being open. When you open yourself to something bigger than yourself of what you're thinking, manifestation comes in. I mean, I have women that book 20, 45,000, whatever they want, manifest new homes, because they are releasing the control of having to have it. So if you can release the control of habit, but have a game plan, you will manifest more in your business than you ever had. Okay. So I know I have a few women on here. So that's pretty much my presentation. I'm thankful for you all being here. I'm happy to answer for the 3 ladies that are left. Do you have any questions for me before I end this call?
No questions. But I did appreciate you saying something about like, when you just like follow your passion and like that's where the abundance comes from. And because, it's like I've been on a lot of, kind of like these coaching calls and stuff like that. And a lot of coaches talk about, mindset and,
Yeah.
but I don't think I've heard anyone like say, it's always like they do talk about money a lot, obviously. And then, how do you manifest money? But it's never like follow your passion. And I've always just been like, I've never been able to kind of really, I don't like with the money thing. I've never been able to just like, oh yeah, just think rich, think rich, think rich, think about money. And I'm like, that doesn't, I don't know, that's weird to me,
Yeah.
So
And,
when
and
it's
you
like,
know what? And if you're triggered on money, because money is amazing, there's a money story that's triggered right now. Do you see what I mean?
mhm,
But you can focus on, you can say, I'm manifesting money, but how I'm doing that is I'm manifesting clients that can help make them feel good to relieve their stress. I love to
mhm,
help people relieve their stress when they're on that table. I love for them to leave my workplace feeling great about themselves. That's what I get excited about. And that's what I'm rewarded in money. And even if you change your mindset and you didn't coach with me, if you start changing your mindset in that way, you're going to notice a difference in your business. Okay.
right,
But
absolutely.
there's a lot of things. So that money mindset story, that will be a blockage unless you release it. So it's not going on YouTube and saying, let me go meditate with money. I work with a lot of people that have worked with therapists, other coaches and stuff. I said, you need to release it. And there's an actual visualization that I do when I find all your storylines, because the storylines will tell you this: I don't feel good enough. I'm not worthy. Even if it was money was always hard to get in my whole storyline of my lineage. That's not your storyline. And there is a way to shift your mindset from releasing that to focusing on something new. And that's exactly what you need to do, Jasmine, is just like the triggers that you have now will be your business block unless you can overcome and say, okay, I don't need to think that way. I'm choosing to think that way. So when I think
Mhm,
about money, I'm choosing to let money rule over me. I'm choosing to give it that power that I should be giving it. You see what I mean?
yeah,
They're
yeah,
different. But it's difficult. If you don't know what storyline is really pinpointing, it's going to be difficult for you to go, well, why? Why do I feel that way? When I became a coach
mhm,
and I wanted to work on myself, like manifest money, love, good relationships, it wasn't because I want to help people. That's not why I became a coach. I was like, why can I not manifest what I want? Why am I mad all the time? Why am I in horrible relationships? And why am I not making the money I want to make? And it was all attached to my storylines of how I grew up. And then when I released that, then everything started manifesting quickly. I mean, I wasn't making 6 figures in my corporate job, but I said, listen, and I always talk to like, law of attraction, God, universe, whoever you want to attach to, because I'm a manifestation coach. I said, for me to open to leave the 6 figures, I go, I need like to make 6 figures so I can create some abundance for, my stability in my coaching business, which was 5 months of savings. Okay. And so what happened is I started manifesting that. 6 figures. Not less than a month later, I get the president on the phone and he goes, do you want to make 6 figures? He didn't say 100,000. He said 6 figures because I was saying, I make 6 figures. I make 6 figures. I'm letting this manifest. But you have to let go when you manifest as well. And so I let go and then I made my 6 figures and I saved my 5 months very quickly. Does that make sense? So that is really like tuning into like, I am the creator of my reality. But a lot of women cannot feel that because the creator of the reality right now is the little voices that are stuck in your head telling you can't do that. That's not going to make you feel good. Or you have people in your, in your reality today that that definitely are, working against you. When you're creating something, it's almost like you have to stay silent too. Until you get where you want to get, you want to keep it to yourself because here comes all the negative sayers. They're going to come into your vibration and then you're going to think like, well, maybe I can't do it. And I'm going to tell you, you can absolutely do it. You just need guidance and people that, again, I didn't really escalate my business until I got mentorship. Now, are all mentors good? Like you were just saying, no. Group mentorship sucks because you don't get the one-on-one time. This is why I'm a one-on-one coach. I literally work with you. You don't watch any videos. We're working one-on-one for like 12 solid weeks. That's what I do. Okay. But you go in those groups, everyone's in fear and you don't get your answers questions. And then you just are watching videos. Well, I probably could have done that myself, watch videos on YouTube. Do you see what I mean? I paid for, when I quit my job, I didn't make money right away. I had 5 months and I had to go find how to do lead generation and learn a little bit more about my business. Well, I don't know how I manifested, but I manifested a $9,700 course. But she had great reviews and she promised me one-on-one time. That was 2 of my 5 months. Okay. It was taking a leap of faith because what I had lined up when I quit was working with a consultant and having all this stuff, making $10,000 a month. And he ghosted me. That hurt. I was fearing, do I go run back to corporate? Because I was in corporate for 23 years. So when I took that course, I was very intentional. I said, I'm not happy with the course, but I'm going to take everything that I need from that course and learn from that course. And my intention is to make the $9,700 back before the 90 days was up. I had my ups and downs, but I focused on what my intentions were. 3 days before that, I booked $10,000 in clients and I got my $9,700 back. You see what I mean? There was intention, there was energy, there was belief system. But for you, you just have to have a belief system that says, yes, I can achieve it. And once you can do that, everything changes. Okay. So,
such a great session. Thank you so
you're
much.
so
This is
welcome.
amazing. I'm already feeling so confident. I would like to hear, you're so inspirational and you should be a motivational speaker as well.
That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told. Well, thank you.
And like what do you think of women or people who are going to be starting late? Like I am 50 plus, and now I'm starting what I raised you a question like, okay, I'm thinking of doing e-business, selling stuff. But what do you think of that? Like, I have sometimes self-doubt, because people I'm surrounding, they have their corporate job, they're doing really well. And all of a sudden I lost my job and I'm in the job market for so long, not getting a good results because job market is such. And that's why I thought, okay, why not try this out? But my age, at times I get that self-doubt that, hey, you know what, like, I'm already 50 plus, I'm 53, and is it a right thing I'm doing? Am I bringing myself a lot of like...
No, everything is possible. I can even help you land a career if you want to do this part-time and what that career would be. There's no clarity there if you're not getting the momentum. I'm 50 years old and I started my business at 46. Okay. So I was already in a corporate job for 23 years vested in just making 6 figures. I didn't have to do a coaching program, but my soul was saying, you need to help people. And that's why I do it today. And that's why I'm abundant in my business. So you can definitely be abundant. There's no age where you can't start something, but you have to be confident about starting it, because if you stay focused and you have a game plan that you feel confident about, you will make money. And maybe it's not e-commerce. You could be on the call with me and we can find something else you're passionate about. Maybe it's just not that. Maybe you're just saying like, I want to do something else and go to a corporate job. That's something that I'll dive into with you as well. But if you are going to do an e-commerce, it's like, who are you really trying to serve here? Why is it a passion of yours to do e-commerce? And then you're going to tell me why on that call. And then I'm going to say, okay, here's what the next steps are for you to make sure you have that abundant business, because it's really up to your mindset and it's really up to you feeling good to create something that you can invest in with yourself, your time, your money, all of that has to be something like, if I invest, I'm expecting that investment to come back to me. Just kind of did the $9,700. I'm going to invest in this and pay $9,700 up front, kind of fearful, but I'm going to believe it. And I'm going to believe that $9,700 is going to come back to me before that ends. Do you see what I mean?
Absolutely. Thank
And
you
there's
so
no
much.
women that I haven't worked with where we start like a package or a service or a product business that hasn't made money in my course. Okay. So you just really need the ones who get the best results and the highest results will be the women that are just ready for change. They're just ready, they're motivated, and they're wanting some change, and they want to make that abundance, and they want to bring in those clients or those sales. Okay. That will be it. Thank you, Lily. Did you have any specific questions, Lily? And then I'm going to let you ladies go.
Not right now. I will probably book the half hour and talk more about my stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
awesome.
This was great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for attending, ladies, and even continuing hanging on. And then I will see you on those free calls. Have a great day.
Thank you, and you as well.
Okay, bye.